But what's happened, and I go into the reasons why in my book, in the mid-70s, Israel changed its appraisal. Prior to the mid-70s, the idea was that, you'd hear Theodor Herzl, for instance, is like considered one of the ideological founders of Zionism, would say, well, anti-Semitism will stop when there is an Israel, because, if Jews can be regular folk with a regular state, then there'll be no reason for anti-Semitism. That was the Zionist appraisal. It changed in the mid-70s to be, anti-Semitism has morphed. It is morphed into attacks on the state of Israel. When we see attacks on the state of Israel or attacks on Zionism, that in itself is anti-Semitic. And unfortunately, because so much of the diaspora, so many diaspora Jewish people are growing up in an environment where, especially post-67, affiliation with Israel is complete. It's bound up to the extent that, and obviously this is changing for many people, but it's bound up to the extent that Jewishness is seen as intertwined with Israel. And Jewish communal bodies from the US, from the UK, across Europe, became part of the organizational push within Israel, politicians, think tanks, etc., to make that conflation, so that criticism of Israel and criticism of Zionism was itself constructed as anti-Semitism. And that's the challenge that we're dealing with today, with that conflation, which of course completely ignores the other people in that conversation, Palestinians, who need to have their own way to describe their own experiences of Israel and Zionism without being accused of anti-Semitism.